What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ review, and I'm here with a little different kind of a comic book review. I'm going to talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 101. And the reason I want to talk about this issue is because this is a really interesting time for the Ninja Turtles, and it's actually a really good jumping on point if you have been interested in reading the Ninja Turtle books and you haven't because they're always in the middle of some big story arc, like they just got done with City at War. There's been, the Triceraton War. There's been a lot of stuff happening that hasn't really been a very good opportunity to jump on board a Ninja Turtle book. Issue 101 kind of resets some things. It continues with the same narrative that they've been on. So I don't mean reset in the terms of we have a new storyline, but I mean they start with a completely fresh new storyline. So City at War ended in issue 100, and it ended with Hobbs setting off the mutagen bomb, making half of New York City, turning half of New York City into mutants. It ended with Splinter dying. So Splinter died at the end of episode 100, and this issue opens with Splinter dying. And it opens with the reactions of the Turtles to Splinter's death. So, and we dive into that a little bit. And we have, the mayor of New York City now is Baxter Stockman. And it has his reaction to the mutagen bomb going off in New York. So what they end up doing is they end up walling off the part of New York City where this bomb went off. And I think they label it, they label it New Manhattan? Is that what they label it? I think it's New Manhattan. I'm not going to sit here and reread it. But I think that they label it New Manhattan. And this is a walled-in section of the city, and it's for the mutants. They're not allowed in, or nobody's allowed in. The mutants are not allowed out. This is a section that is now designated for mutants. And Baxter Stockman promises, we will try to find cures for everybody who is transformed, yada, yada, yada. But now the mutants have a whole section of New York that is walled in, and they are now operating in. And then, this is the reset. It skips to 6 months later. We have 6 months later, we pick up the story, and the Turtles have gone their separate ways. Splinter's death did not unite them. Splinter's death fractured them. And now you've got all four Turtles. Really, there's 5 Turtles now because Jenny's a turtle now also. So Jenny is the 5th female turtle, which it sounds corny because it was corny when it was done in the Next Mutation TV show. What was her name? Venus or something? It's done really well here. So now the Turtles are all in their living separate lives. You've got Donnie, who's kind of helping mutants. He's helping mutants who are hungry, needy, people who, mutants who were people but now have no way to take care of themselves. You've got Raphael is kind of gone. Remember the TMNT movie from, I think, 2006? He's kind of gone that route. He's a lone wolf vigilante who is defending the New Manhattan. Leo is kind of become an introvert, and he works in this greenhouse in New Manhattan, and he's planting plants and helping them grow. He very much a introvert who doesn't want anything to do with anybody except for his green plants. And Mikey has gone into a deep depression. He's got a cat that he dotes on, but other than the cat, he doesn't want anything to do with anybody. So they've all gone their separate ways, and they're very fractured now. And this issue mostly deals with Jenny. She runs across Alopex, who is the fox. I think Alopex is a fox, right? That character. Alopex has been a pretty main character in this storyline, in this run of the Ninja Turtles, and as an ally to the Turtles. And Alopex more or less talks Jenny into helping trying to help the needy, unfortunate mutants. And she does that. She comes across this one this mutant right here in the pink shirt named Mona Lisa, like the painting. And she starts to help her. She's being harassed. She's taking some food from one spot to another to help mutants out, and she's being harassed. And Jenny comes in to help her, and then at the end we end with our cliffhanger with this porcupine guy coming after them. It's a start of a whole new story, a whole new situation that the Turtles find themselves in. Like I said, they were relegated to mostly backup characters in this issue, to the secondary character of Jenny, who is now, I believe, probably going to be a character that at some point acts as a magnet for the four to come back together. But I believe this is going to be another drawn-out storyline. You know, the IDW run of the Ninja Turtles, it's the best version of the Ninja Turtles that's ever existed, in my opinion. Better than the original run, better than the movies, better than the cartoons, any of the cartoons. This is the best version of the Turtles that's ever existed. And this is a great time to jump on it, in my belief. All you have to know is that there's been a war, and Splinter died as a cause of the war, and now the Turtles are fractured, and they have to live within the confines of New Manhattan. Escape from New York style, right? So, really, really interesting concept put in place here that I think is going to lead to a really neat storyline. And I know I've never talked about a Ninja Turtle comic on this channel before, but this is a really neat idea that, like I said, I believe it's going to lead to a really interesting storyline. So, overall, I found City at War to be a little long, a little convoluted. There was a lot going on. You know, Splinter was the head of the Foot Clan. You had the Shredder in Hell storyline that kind of ran parallel to it. There was a lot going on in City at War. The Mutanimals, Hobbs and the Mutanimals. I mean, the Bishop, Baxter Stockman, April, Casey, the Purple Dragons. I mean, there was so much going on in City at War that it was really hard, especially for a new person, to kind of keep track of all of it. This was so simplified and such a singular narrative story that I believe that, yeah, this is going to be a great time to jump on board if you've been thinking about it. So overall, good comic, really enjoyed it. But what did you think? Have you read Ninja Turtles issue number 101? If so, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Are you as excited about it as I am? I know I'm really excited about it. What were your thoughts on City at War? Did you think it was convoluted like me, or did you think City at War was a great Ninja Turtle storyline? And I could see your point if you thought that, because there was a lot of good stuff in it. So overall, guys, just let me know in the comments down below what you think of this new direction for the Turtles. And thank you so much for being here at the LQ Review, where we get the opportunity together to talk about all of the geeky, nerdy stuff we love to talk about. And until next time, we'll see you later.